Hi everyone, welcome back to The Mystic in the Woods. I'm Kate, and today we are going to be talking about my favorite Halloween deck of all time, the Boo Tarot. So this deck has made a couple of different lists on my channel because I love it for inner child work and it has become my favorite Halloween tarot deck. I purchased this on impulse last year after I did my Halloween deck list, so I'll link that video below so you can find all my other favorite fall and Halloween decks. But this one has really sort of risen to first place. This is my favorite Halloween deck. Now, it is, before we get into the imagery and stuff, it is from France. I believe she's in France, but Europe. So if you're stateside, there is shipping, there are exchange rates. It is a pricier deck. Having said that, I love it, but it does have a really great box. It has this holographic, which is not on the box, but it has this holographic detailing on the back and on all the majors. So here's Judgment. So you can see the holographic on the ghost there. It has a little guidebook. It is, half of it is French, half of it is English, so you're not getting a ton of information. But it does have really good little, like, keywords, little paragraphs. It's not like a totally throwaway deck book, little white book, but there's not a ton in there. It also did come with these, like, little reference cards. So, like, here's all the major arcana, so you can kind of get, you know, they're like these really nice little quick reference cards for the majors and the minors as well. So like here's Pentacles and Swords. So it did have that, and that's really nice. And the box is also super sturdy. Now, the only complaint that I have about this deck is the warping that I have had the cardstock do. So the cardstock is this like, it's a really different cardstock than anything I've ever felt. I don't mind it. I enjoy shuffling it. I enjoy handling it. But it is definitely like a softer, like bendier sort of cardstock than anything I've worked with. And it came out of the box like this. And since I have been working with it, I'm starting to get the wave shape. So I do think that the cardstock warps fairly easily, and I don't particularly love that. Having said that, I am very hard on my decks. And having said that, I would still purchase it again, even with this same cardstock. And I do hope that if she runs another printing of this at some point, that she uses maybe something that doesn't warp so much. But that's my only complaint about this deck. Now, it is very Rider-Waite-Smith, so it's very easy to read. Right out of the box, if you are familiar with the Rider-Waite-Smith system. So, like, this is the Six of Wands. You know, I mean, you get the very traditional meaning very easily, I think. Here's the Ten of Cups. However, all the characters are ghosts. And they are super cute. And the whole thing is super Halloween-y. So, like, we've got skeletons and ghosts in the water. It is very inner child friendly, so I do use this for like inner child work and to just make my inner child happy. So like here's the Two of Cups, and they're sitting in like a cauldron, and like look at the bat. Like everything about this deck is just so cute, and it makes me so happy. But having said that, even though it's really cute, so like here's the moon, it's really cute, like with the ghost up in the moon there. You still have the wolf and the dog. If we look at some of the harder cards, so here's the Tower. We still definitely get the traditional meaning of the Tower here, but the nice twist on like these ghosts definitely lit it themselves. And then here's the like Five of Swords, and we'll come across another more difficult card here in a minute, but the more difficult cards aren't, here's the Devil. I'm sorry, but is this not like the cutest devil that you've ever seen? And here's Strength. I'm sorry, it's just so like witchy in this like really cute, kitschy sort of Halloween way. Anyway, so here's the Nine of Swords. So I've been trying to find one of the more challenging cards, right? So here's the Nine of Swords. And you definitely still get the traditional Nine of Swords meaning here, right? It isn't so cute that you don't get any of the more challenging feelings or associations come up with the card work. So I personally am one, that I think tarot is really balanced for a reason, and I don't want my tarot just totally fluffy and happy and unbalanced in that way. And this deck, while it is really cute and really fun, and it isn't going to be scary, whether you're reading for yourself or for somebody else, it's not going to be scary, but you're still going to get a little bit of that sting, right? Like, it's not just a happy, fluffy tarot deck where there's nothing challenging to explore either. And then can I just, look at this star? Like, I'm sorry, but is this not, the cutest star you've ever seen that's still just very much clearly, holds true to the Rider-Waite-Smith meaning, but in a slightly different way and with a really cute little ghost? So anyway, I have really, really loved this deck. Now, I have also found, though, that this deck, while it is cute and it is very beginner-friendly, it is inner-child-friendly, it is not scary, whether you're somebody who, if you're dealing with fear or if you're reading for somebody who's dealing with fear, it still isn't, for me, just a surface reader. It really will go kind of deep into things for you, especially around inner child stuff. But really any topic. It's a very versatile reader for me. And it will go as deep as you are willing to go with it, but it will do it in a playful sort of way. Now, I've also found that it pairs really well with most of the decks in my collection. So if I want to, I couldn't find my Alice the Wonderland Oracle. I have it here and I couldn't find it to pull it out for this video. That is my favorite Oracle deck to pair this with. There's something about, I'll put a photo here. There's something about how the imagery plays off of each other. They're so different, but yet they go so well together. And the Boo Tarot is so friendly and sweet and cute, and then Alice the Wonderland, the messages and the imagery is a little more straight to the point, get in there, that type of thing. So you can absolutely pair it with more serious decks to bring in these extra layers and these extra things. So for example, one of my favorite Oracle decks I've been pairing it with is the Tattered Wings Oracle. I just want to make sure I had the name right. So this is the Tattered Wings Oracle. I don't think it's in print right now, but I'll put the link below. And this is a very dark, shadow worky type of a deck, and the messages in the guidebook are really spot on and very deep, and kind of the kind of deck that's going to tell you what you need to know, not necessarily what you wanted to hear. And it pairs beautifully with the Boo Tarot. And the messages that I have had coming through these two cards together, with the juxtaposition of the artwork, this being dark and more serious, and this being light and a little more fun. This has really provided some very deep readings for myself in this really fun fall way, right? So I'm okay, I can work with this really fun Halloween deck, and I can still really get in deeper types of readings and shadow work and things like that, especially if I pair it with something like this. Now the other deck, let me grab it quick. Okay, so the other deck that I wanted to just show you quick is the Earthly Souls and Spirits Oracle. I can never remember the name of this. I have the version from when it was on Make Playing Cards, but it's mass produced now, so it's very affordable and it's a really fun deck. And I do actually plan on adding, I think, that version or that edition of it to my collection. Anyway, this also pairs really nicely with the Boo Tarot. And again, just gives you this really fun, but clear Halloween witchy sort of vibe for the Halloween season. So, I know that it's not Halloween I know that not everywhere in the world celebrates Halloween, but in the United States, it's a big deal, especially for some of us. And the Boo Tarot is definitely my favorite Halloween deck. So that is kind of my super quick review of the Boo Tarot. I have found it to be very versatile, very friendly and cute and sweet, but will still go really deep into a reading if you're willing to go deep into the reading. And it's just super fun and cute. And I would absolutely add it to my collection again, even with the slight issues I've had with the cardstock. It's not falling apart, like the cards aren't damaged and nothing is coming apart. And I'm really hard on my decks. So like, this is the Tarot of the Abyss, and you're not going to be able to see this on camera, I guess. But who publishes Tarot of the Abyss now? Hay House? US Games. Like, I have more obvious wear on the edges of my Tarot of the Abyss than I do on my Boo Tarot, and I use them about equally. I use them about the same amount, is what I'm trying to say there. So, I really love the deck. I find it versatile, easy, happy, super fun for Halloween, full of little ghosts. I really love it. I have enjoyed reading with it. If there's anything you'd like to know, go ahead and leave it in the comments. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Bye.